Alright, welcome back, guys. Today we have a new chaos. We have a new summon board out for the global portion of the game. We just got Diablos. I've not been a big fan of him, to be honest, just because of the fact that this fight in particular comes with a lot of gravity. This boss is pretty much known for wrecking people's brains just as much as he does have penalties. There's a couple of debuffs that this boss has in particular, but the team that I brought today should be well more than enough to counter any penalty that he'll give me and any type of damage that he'll possibly bring. Today I am bringing Beatrix, I am bringing Justola, and I am bringing my new 3 out of 3 Aerith with us today. I definitely wanted to showcase Aerith really well in the situation, and I think that this fight is tailor-made just for her because of how much HP damage this boss does in a group setting. So she should be able to counteract whatever he throws at us, along with Beatrix being there with a little bit of regen, and you're still there, pretty much there for battery and for a little bit of delay. So, go through my passes real fast. This is my Beatrix setup right now. I do have 2 attack 108s, but I wanted to go for the C50 just because I wanted to get a little bit more of the attack and defense, so that way her defense buff is actually pretty good. It does increase defenses heavy, but it isn't like on par with like Hope or Sophie's Brave mitigations to their degree. But I mean, what Beatrix brings, she brings damage, and I love her for that fact. And on top of it, since this is going to be a World of Illusions fight, this will definitely be sync. They'll be in sync, so everybody's going to be doing lots of damage, and I'm fairly certain this boss is going to be doing a lot of damage to us to certain degrees, but don't worry, I got this. The next one is going to be Aerith. Now, my Aerith passives, because she's a cursed unit, it isn't like the greatest, but this is what I do have for my Aerith at the moment. I went for the Charged Healing Wind boost all, just because I wanted the max party brave up by 15%, so she will be giving lots of, just by her being here, she's going to be a large portion of what our max brave is going to be. And on top of that, her EX is phenomenal. She's going to be doing things, and she's going to be making Beatrix do things in this fight that more often than not you're not going to be seeing normally. Aerith EX 3 out of 3 is, for me, hands down an easy pick. I love Aerith, but then again, a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII. And I have Justola. She is really bringing up the support. She does have 1 attack, 108, and every other fashion she has max brave at max capacity. She does work well with an initial brave too, but a lot of her moves function around initial brave, but I wanted her to have higher max brave, just because of the fact that when she goes into her EX, she fills out everyone fairly quickly. So that is why I like using Justola to the best of my ability. And we are going to go into this chaos. Do have a couple of friends here, and I think because I have Beatrix with me, I'm going to bring a lightning friend, just because I want to have Beatrix capitalize on the Thunder and Peril. Hopefully Diablos won't get a lot of turns, but we'll see how this turns out, okay? Alright, let's get started. And we have Aerith starting off. So, I do want to start off with an HP attack with Aerith. And we're going to delay with Stola here with Stone. Beatrix is up, so we're gonna go with Thunder Slash. Kristova's turn is up again, so we're gonna do Pulse of Life. Look at that craziness with the Max Brave. So I want to use Stone Plus here. And Aerith is going to use an HP attack. And we're going to use Thunder Slash with Beatrix here. Now, I'm hoping for Kristofa to pick up speed once I use this next stone. Perfect. And Aerith is going to use an HP attack. And Kristofa is going to follow that up with Medica 2. I know he does a lot of brave damage. He definitely does a lot of brave damage, but that wasn't enough to break. So we're gonna press the attack here. Since buffs are about to fall off, I'm going to use Saint's Cloth here. Okay. Aerith is going to go with an HP attack. I'm going to do an HP attack with Restore. And I'm going to do an HP attack with Beatrix. I had a feeling. So he's trying to do pretty massive damage. So what I'm going to do is stop him in his tracks to a degree. I'm going to use the Healing Wind here and hope Aerith comes back up relatively fast. She did not, unfortunately. I'm going to use Stone Plus here. I got Aerith in. And now we can do Fury Brand. Actually, we're going to do C65 first. And I want to use an HP attack with Beatrix. And the other two dots like champs. So let's see here. We're going to use Pulse of Life with Restore. And we're going to use her C65 to get everybody's max brave up. And we're going to use Stone Plus. And let's see here. Citrus Favor. I'm going to use another HP attack here. And I'm going to use an HP attack with Restore. So, this is the reason why I was sitting on Beatrix's EX. So I'm going to use Clem Hazard Plus, and it should do double time 99k if I'm correct. Yep, double time 99k. And we're going to do Pray, etc. on Beatrix. Okay. So we're going to use Stone 2 now, Stone Plus now to delay him. And we have Fury Brand, so let's do that. I want to use an HP attack. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use Thunder Slash with Beatrix. I'm going to play it safe and use a Brave attack here. Yeah, that would have been bad. He would have broke her. So let's see here. We're going to use an HP attack now. Oh, I got a perfect counter for this. So what I want to do is an HP attack with Restore. And we're going to use Holy Knight's Safeguard. I was expecting an all attack, but he's coming at me now with that, so gonna use an HP attack here and have Restore follow that up with Medical 2. You should use, yeah, that's what I was looking at. Okay. So what I want to do now is chip him down. So I'm going to use Thunder Slash here. And I want to use Summon here. Okay, and we're going to use Fury Brand. We're going to use Pulse of Life for this. So that way Beatrix gets pushed out of the summon. And because she's pushed out of the summon, we can use Stone 2. And she has Clem Hazard at the ready. And we're going to use another HP attack here. Get the chase sequence, so that's good. In this situation, I want to use Medica 2. Actually, nope, we're going to use Stone Plus. Now we're going to use Medica 2. And we're going to do an HP attack. And we're going to do a Saint's Cloth because Buff fell off. We're going to use an HP attack here. And we have Fury Brand up. Aerith is doing insane damage. But Beatrix is following it up very good, very well. So she's nothing to snuff at in this situation either. And we're going to use her next C65. We're going to use an HP attack. Let's see, what do you have here? Such as Favor. Gonna put that back on your store. Gonna hold off on this Fury Brand and go into HP attack here. And I want to do her Holy Knight Safeguard here. And we're going to use your Stova's HP attack. And we're going to use Aerith's C65 again. And we're going to go into Fury Brand. And even if he does break someone, it won't matter. And we're going to do Beatrix C65. And we're going to go into Plum Hazard. Oh, I didn't do double 99, but she still does a fantastic, phenomenal damage. And in this situation, I want to use an HP attack with... Actually, no. We're going to use a Stone 2. Stone Plus, rather. I keep thinking like this is Final Fantasy XIV. Medica 2 now. And we're gonna get another Thunder Slash Plus. Beautiful 99Ks all around. And we're going to use Healing Wind. Okay, so we got Fury Brand up. We got an HP attack coming up with your store. We're going to use Holy Knight Safeguard. And there's Aerith is going to follow up with an HP. And we have Ristola here. We can use Pulse of Life, so that's what we're going to do. And I believe she has one more. Yep, C65, so we're going to do that. And we're going to follow that up with a Stone Plus. And we're going to go with an HP attack. Aerith. And here, what's that in the back? Yeah. And we're gonna use Saints Cloth one more time here. Alright. So, we're going to use Stone 2, Stone Plus with Restorer. One of these days I'll remember I'm not playing Final Fantasy XIV. And this time we're going to use an HP attack with Earth. We're going to use another 2 here. So I'm going to swap Beatrix out now for Lightning. And we're going to use Shock Spark first. And we're going to go into Army of 1 Plus. And now we're going to be playing the delay game. Let's see here. I think she lost Cetra's favor. She did. Okay, so we're going to put that back up next round. And we're going to go with Stone Plus. We're going to go with Steel. And then we're going to go with Spark Plus. And we're going to go with Pulse of Life. And we're going to use Stone Plus. And we're going to use Cetra's Favor. Get Cetra's, pray the Cetra back up on Aerith here. Let's see here. And we have Beatrix back, so we can use Twin Hazard here. Oh, perfect. So I can launch with an HP attack, and these two should be able to follow up, so let's go. We're going to use Fury Brand. And if I am right, it should be a group gravity attack. That's what it should be. So perfect. That's what I want. I'm going to use Stone Plus. And we're going to use an HP attack here with Aerith. Now this is the tricky part. Can Y'shtola break this boss in particular without stone? So if she can't, I'm in trouble. But in this sense, I could brave and just heal up. I think what I'm going to do is brave with Medic 2. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And we're going to use Holy Knight, Safeguard. Earth is going to come in with the heal. And we got Fury Brand. So we're just going to pretty much keep up with the pressure right now. This fight's almost done here. Let's see, what's the turn count for this? 100 turns. We are no way that we're going to see 100 turns. And we're going to do an HP attack here. I don't want to delay if she can block this. Good. And then we're going to do a Thunder Slash here. We're going to use an HP attack for this. We can use Stone Plus to delay. Alright, Earth, if you can take it home, I would appreciate it. Let's see what the HP attack does. Alright, so she took it home. Earth was, I would say, the real MVP for this fight, because just about every other attack coming from her was large portions of damage. So Aerith for me was an automatic 3 out of 3 just because of the fact that she is pretty much just from the showcasing right here. She was in sync, but she still does phenomenal damage even when she's not in sync. So Aerith is very viable, and if you're thinking about pulling for her and actually using her 3 out of 3, I would highly recommend her. Definitely would recommend her. And if you can place her next to other damage dealers, they skyrocket when they are next to her. Beatrix coming back with the double 99Ks, like I enjoyed watching that too. So to see Beatrix do monstrous damage, even without Lightning's Thunder and Barrel, Beatrix's Clemhauser doesn't have an elemental on it, but Thunder Slash was already hitting 99s beforehand. And to see Yastola just pumping out 80Ks was actually pretty good too. But all in all, this team comp actually worked very well together. They braved each other, they healed each other, and they covered each other. So this team comp is phenomenal if you ever plan on using them. And if you do have them, I recommend you give this team comp a whirl. But that is Diablos Chaos. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. And I look forward to the next Chaos. Take care, friends.